Hello students, today we are going to discuss the chapter water resources. Already last day I had discussed about the introduction of the chapter. Today I am going to start the chapter in details. You have already known that the water cycle, water is the cyclic resource which abundant supplies on the globe. You all know the meaning of the water cycle. Water cycle means it is a cycle of the water by which from the different ocean or the seas the water evaporates. Those waters again condensed, again rainfall occur, and due to that rainfall again the seas and the rivers and all they are getting the water. Approximately 71% of the world surface it is covered with the water, but then also all the waters are not the fresh water. Only 3% we are having fresh water, so we should be very much careful about the use of the fresh water. The availability of the fresh water is varies over the space and the time. It's not like that today we are using all the fresh water, so it will be there in the near future also. Or it's not like that all the states of India are getting the same amount of the fresh water. So we have to think about the sharing as well as we have to think about the control of the use of the fresh water. And in case of this distribution of the fresh water nowadays, there are so many disputes occur, there are so many problems occur due to the scarce of the freshwater resources. So the assessment said that efficient use and the conservation of the fresh water became necessary for our development. So it is very necessary to use the fresh water as a very efficient way. Now the water resources. India almost having 2.4% of the world surface land mass and 4% of the water resources. But according to the population, India is the second largest population wise second largest country of the world. So India having almost 16% of the world population. So the total available water from the precipitation in the country of the year is 4,000 cubic kilometer. But in this water the available groundwater and the surface water is 1,869 cubic meter. 60% of the water can be put in the beneficial uses. So this is the feature of the water resources available in India. Today's topic is the surface water resources. Water resources we can divide into two ways. One is the surface water resource, another one is the groundwater resource. The meaning of surface water resources, you can see in the surface of the earth there are ponds, rivers, lakes, all the things are there where the water is available. This is called the surface water resources. And groundwater resource means these waters are blowing inside or they are flowing in between the ground. Suppose you can think about the aquifers where the water are stored. You can think about the groundwater level. These all are the sources of the groundwater. So surface water resource is one of the major water resources. That's why today's topic is surface water resources. The major source of the surface water, if you will see, what are the things we can see? We are seeing the rivers, we are seeing the lakes, ponds and tanks and all. So these all are the major surface water resources. In case of our country, we are having a huge number of the rivers in India. You know, in entire northern as well as the southern India having a huge number of the rivers. So almost we are having in our country 10,360 rivers. Which rivers are located in the northern India as well as which rivers are located in the southern India also. They are the perennial rivers as well as they are the non-perennial rivers. The perennial rivers means they are having water throughout the year, and the non-perennial river means they are not having the water throughout the year. In case of this rivers, actually we are having the rivers like Ganga, Brahmaputra, all these long rivers, as well as we are having very small rivers like Luni also. But generally these rivers or their tributaries all are longer than 1.6 kilometer each. Now what does it mean tributary? Actually rivers are having two parts. One is the tributaries, another one is the distributary. Tributary means when small streams join a main river, that is called the tributary. When small streams join the main river, that is that is called the tributary. And distributary means when a main river bifurcates into different channels, or when a main river divides into different channel, that is known as distributary. So they said that in India, whatever river or its tributaries are present, they are longer than 1.6 kilometer each. The mean annual flow in the river basin in India is estimated is 1869 cubic kilometer. When we are measuring the flow of the water, we are measuring it by the help of the cubic meter or cubic centimeter or kilometer by this units. This is actually the unit of the measuring of the water flow. And the mean annual flow of the river basin in India, it means that almost in a river, in a yearly, almost this amount of the water is flowing. However, due to the topographical as well as the hydrological and other kind of the constraint or other local constraint, we can say only 690 cubic kilometer, that means only the 32% of the total water supply or total available water surface is utilized. It is said that the total water what is available, that is 1869 cubic kilometer, that is not available because of some hydrological problem is there, because of some topographical problem is there, where the topographic like that you can't access the water actually. So only you can access 690 cubic kilometer, that is almost the 32% of the total water. So this is the scenario actually. Even the flow of the river, it's depend on the size of the rivers as well as of its catchment area also, or we can say basin also. First thing, the flow of the river depend on the size of the river. Obviously the size of the river is bigger, so its basin will be bigger. You all remember about the basin in class 11 we have read. River basin means the river with its tributary and distributary, from which area it is flowing, that is the river basin. And what does it means, river catchment area? River catchment area means a river with distributaries from where actually the nearby areas of the river, from where the river is collecting the water, or what are the areas are the source of the water of the river. So that is the catchment area of the river. So it is depend on the catchment area of the river, it is depend on the river basin, and as well as it is depend on the rainfall on that catchment area, from where the river is getting the water in that catchment area. Whatever amount of the rainfall is present, that is one of the important thing. Some rivers like the Ganga, Brahmaputra, Indus, these all rivers are having the very big catchment or the basin area. You all know this all river is the one of the largest river of India. So obviously their surrounding areas is also large, and they are getting or collecting the water from the huge sources. So their catchment area is also large, and due to that they are having huge amount of the water in their courses also. Although they account for only about 1/3 of the total area of the country, have 60% of the total surface water resources. Almost the surface water resources, whatever is available from this only 3 rivers, we are getting 60% of the water, and rest of the water we are getting from our different ponds, lakes and all, and as well as our South Indian as well as or the peninsular river. Now the peninsular rivers, which rivers? The Godavari, Kaveri, Krishna, these all rivers are the peninsular rivers. And in case of this peninsular rivers, they are also like contributing, but peninsular rivers, they are only the source of the water is rainfall. But in case of the Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra, their source of the water is rainfall as well as melted snow. So that's why throughout the year the North Indian rivers having water, and they are having a huge source of the water. But South Indian rivers, this Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, though these all are the important river of the South India, but then also sometimes they are not having water, or sometimes the flow of the water is not good. That's why they are getting the problem. And much of the annual water flow in these rivers has been harnessed, but it is yet to be done in the Brahmaputra and Ganga basin. It means that in case of the different uses, this rivers waters are used, and that's why they are channelized and all, and because of that their main water flow is very less. But whereas Ganga, Brahmaputra, and thus also used for the different purposes, water is used, but their water sources are very big. That's why you can say that they are not properly harnessed itself. We need to do it more properly. So this is about the availability of the surface water resources in India. Though the surface water is very much important, because we are directly or indirectly we are depend on this surface water resources only. So for today we are this much only. Thank you so much. Next day we will discuss about the next topic of the chapter.